know what it is, what it do. It's your favorite because it's your girl, Brittany, back better, another video. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, like the video, click the bell to be notified of every time I post. You know what it is. I know what it is. We know that I post frequently. All right, y'all. Y'all already know what we're doing. So come on, say it with me collectively. We are jumping, we are skipping, we hopping, we leaping, we doing a Dougie bow, our Dougie yow into this video. Click the link down in my description box below to become a paid member on my Patreon. Make sure y'all subscribing to the channel. Subscribe. We are almost at 7,000 subscribers, so make sure y'all do that. Make sure y'all are liking the videos. Thank you so much. It is appreciated. All right, y'all, over there on my Patreon, currently I am doing Baddies West. I'm also doing Valley Girls Season 3, and 10 times out of 10, when Playboys Vegas comes on, I'll be reviewing that over there as well. So make sure y'all go over there. Link is in the description box below. All right, y'all, let's get into Dollhouse episode 3. So we start the episode with Trinity and Shyla getting there. Shyla, definitely is giving Hard Knock life. It's giving, yeah, you supposed to win. Because they're giving Hard Knock. No lie, no shade. Trinity definitely was hitting air. You know what I'm saying? Shyla had her by her weave. And Trinity was like, let me get this wig off real quick. Let me take the sewing down real quick. I don't know who that man was taking out them tracks, but he had took down some hair before. He already knew what to do. Okay, he wasn't playing. He was getting in there. He was getting busy. As Trinity is getting her sewing taken down, mind you, he ain't got most of it off. It's just the last little piece, like the last little bundles. She trying to go over there and fight. He said, no, let me take it off. Just vibe. You're gonna get to her in a minute. Let me take the whole sewing down. This my thing right here. I don't know how many fights she ain't got in or whatever, but everybody know the girls is gonna pull hair. I don't understand what made you take the whole sewing down. Like, you just got there. Why would you take the whole sewing out? I think, that was a lot. But then, too, if Shyla ain't doing it, but just pulling on it, I get it. But hopefully, well, I did see that wig. That wig did look a mess, and she did have her backup. I ain't gonna lie. So, finally, the sewing is taken down, and it's nothing but space and opportunity for the twigs with the double D's to get up in there. Shyla is nasty. That was so nasty. That spit came from the feet, from the soles of her feet. She's disgusting. I don't know what made her sit up there and spit that hard at Trini, but like, girl, you weren't never that mad. And if Trini is saying what she's saying is true, like, what she said, I dealt with Joce. If that's true, Charlotte don't need to be spent. I mean, spin in general is disgusting, and should none of y'all be spent. But if she really do got those health situations going on, you definitely shouldn't be spending on nobody, and that is nasty. And then, like I said, you cocked that up from the soles of your feet, so that's even more disgusting. And I'm glad it didn't hit Trini. So it seems as though after the spit, touched the ground, Trini started fighting a little harder. Then all of a sudden, the other girls got up. Okay, and let me just be for real. Let me just be honest. Pookie is a beautiful girl. I definitely think Pookie is beautiful. But at the same time, I definitely don't feel as though Pookie is giving a lot. I don't. Pookie is like, we the new girls. We the new faces of Now That's TV. As far as the T girls go, I don't believe that. I definitely don't think that she'll be one of the new ones, because I mean, we are just on episode 3, but she's not giving me much of anything. Yeah, you got to find with Bria, whatever her name is, you got to find with her, but like, it's not giving star. It's just giving pretty face right now. Right now, it's giving pretty face, but it's not giving anything star like right now. I feel like you and your homegirl, Jaylani, are just fiending for camera time. Twig with the double D's definitely did not complete the mission. Everything that she was saying outside, saying that she was going to get her lick back with Shayla and going to take Shayla through there, she did not take Shayla through there. Baby, they went in Vogue. Like, be for real. I thought you was going to get that. I thought you needed that. I thought you were going to take her through, make her meet her maker. Make her meet her maker. You did not do that. And Joyce is so funny. Like, who trying to fight you? Who? She's so tired. You know she ain't got to fight. You know she's not no fighter. She can't even talk. She really is like over here having to catch her breath. For real. Like, she don't fight like that. You could tell. Now Jelani wants to get her fade out with whoever this person is. Joyce's homegirl. She don't have no confessional, so I don't know who she is. Barely don't, not even barely, baby. Just don't know her name. So Jelani and this girl get to find. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's the way the girl squared up because I'm thinking that she really finna do it. Once Jelani got right up on her, Gus Savannah told me some. She can't fight. She can't fight. Get her, punch her. She can't fight. I'm like, no, she can't because as soon as Jelani came up on her, she froze up a little bit and was punching, but it was like, okay, like get off me type of punches. She really, yeah, Joyce's homegirls can't fight. The homegirls definitely got beat up. So Joyce ends up arriving to the house. Joyce is cute. And I definitely understand what Joyce is saying because it was like for real, for real. Once she called it out, they did look a mess. I'm not gonna lie to you. I definitely feel as though most of the girls watched Now That's TV. The OGs especially came in on Demon Time. And you know, a lot of girls who probably was already cool with the OGs followed suit as far as like being prepared to fight. Not coming in being cute, not coming in 30-inch bust down or anything, more so coming in like I need to be able to pull this wig off and fade whoever I gotta fade and then get cute. I understand where Joyce is coming from because it's more so like be cute and let them rip it off. Come in the scene already giving fire. Come in the scene already giving doll. Be dolled and let them, you know, break the doll down. But already coming to scene giving that. And I ain't gonna lie, once they did show all the girls together, the girls do look a fool. I'm not gonna lie. It wasn't giving doll. It wasn't giving taking it serious. It definitely didn't. And Pookie is a pretty girl, but I think the ghetto-ness just, you know, dims her light very much. Ari is pretty. I definitely think Ari gives doll. Joyce gave doll. Even the girl London, like London in her confessional gives doll. Sway in her confessional gives doll. Barbie, Kenzie, Shyla. Right now, top of my head, them are the ones that need to work. They still are figuring it out. You know, they still have a while to go. Now, Kenzie starts like going back and forth with Joyce, but I feel as though Kenzie is falling right into what Joyce was saying. It's not giving doll. Like, you want to be heard, you want to be seen so bad, and you're one of the main ones who look a mess. And to an extent, I definitely believe that Ant should have minded his business. If he gonna be the house dad or whatever the case is, you shouldn't take up for George. You should be very much neutral. And you know, it's something about pulling the girls to the side. They don't know who you are, and it's kind of like you stepping on toes already when nobody knows who you are. Like, just vibe. You're her assistant. Be her assistant and stop talking. Mind you, look at Kenzie's feet in the confessional. That just tells you everything that you need to know. Kenzie looks a mess. And I know a lot of people felt like Dollhouse was supposed to be like a quote unquote good like a good representation of T girlies and their experience, blah blah blah. Listen. If y'all want to know about their experience, go to their Instagram page. I like the cattiness. I like the shade. I like all that because that, in my opinion, I've never experienced this. I'm not close to somebody who has experienced this. But in my opinion, when it comes to the T-girl experience, you have to add this in there. They are still human beings at the end of the day. So, and like, I mean, most of them are black too. Like, let me add that part in there. So, yeah, we're gonna read. Yeah, we're gonna say what we want to say. We're gonna get it out. It's not gonna be all rainbows and let me hold your hand and we're all in this together. Like, no, obviously it's T girlies who been doing this, who got everything and is a woman. And then we have others who are in their beginning stages of accepting themselves, knowing who they are, like putting on the clothes, understanding the makeup, so it's a lot to it. And I'm glad that they picked Joce first of all as the host, because Joyce is gonna come in and say what need to be said. She's not afraid to speak her mind, and that's what make her a good host, because she's not afraid to get catty with these girls. She's not afraid to tell it how it is or whatever. Like, she's not afraid to do that. And I enjoy that because it makes it more enjoyable to watch as well. Because if it was Barbie or Kenzie, I think first of all, if it was Kenzie, people would be like, I know you ain't talking, da da da. They'd be dogging Kenzie. When it comes to Barbie, Barbie is very two-faced, so in your face she might be cool, and then in the confessional she might be saying something loud, going off or whatever, be a whole different tone. Joyce is the same on camera to me and in her confessional, so she gives off the same energy. So I understand why Isaiah picked her. And one thing Isaiah does, he makes stars and he be knowing who needs to be in position. So I am happy that they put Joyce as a host, because truly, once she said they looked a mess, I scanned the room. Them girls absolutely looked at a mess, and they didn't take it serious. And they definitely should have took it more serious, because they look a fool. And I will say this too, because I did just talk my talk. I understand them coming in, being on Now That's TV Time, but also too, this is y'all first season, so I do feel as though the OGs, like I said, Barbie, Kenzie, Savannah, all them should have stepped it up, because y'all are OGs. Yes, y'all know how Now That's TV give, but at the same time, this is like a brand new show, which y'all have did what y'all need to do to make this show happen. And really, y'all are the face of the show, and y'all are the face of the T girls on Now That's TV. So I do feel as though the bar, the standard was there, but the bar was in hell because y'all didn't deliver. So it was kind of like, she expected more out of y'all, which I do understand. It's London throwing probably some water at Joyce, and Joyce, she gotta go. Get her out of here. All them looking around like, are we really gonna take her out? And please just watch Isaiah. Isaiah is enjoying this so much because he knew Joyce was gonna get them together. So, baby, they escort London up out of there because you really weren't doing that in the scene no way. So it's like, okay, bye. I don't think Joyce is intimidated by them. I really don't. If her and Pookie wasn't beefing, they both have set the tone. I will say that Pookie, Ari, and Joyce, they do look the best out of all the girls. So I don't understand why she's saying intimidated. I don't see intimidated, at all. Because again, like I said, the bar is in hell. Girl, when Sway ended up throwing that bottle at Joyce, and Joyce picked her hair up and started dancing a full on key. She's hilarious. I promise y'all. Like, why would you pick up your hand and just start doing the dance? Like, girl, take it serious. You're the host. Baby, Ant is overwhelmed. Savannah keeps clocking him. He like, what is the issue? Because why you got so much to say to me? What's the issue? Like, do you need that? Okay, so Kenzie and Joyce's conversation, I understand both parts, but I agree more so with Joyce because again, they have fought for this show. Like, we have been waiting on this show for 2 years. I do understand, like, the way Now That TV set up, you want to come in and catch her fades. But two, when you look at the bigger picture, she coming in, she like, y'all know how hard that we fought for this show, and y'all looking a mess. Y'all looking as though work was not put into this show. I understand where she's coming from. And yes, I do feel as though, now this is just my opinion, Kenzie out of the OGs is the one who still looks like South Central Baddies season 3. With her still looking like South Central Baddies season 3, I think it hit her once she came in the door and seen the other dolls. It was kind of like, I I haven't elevated like I needed to. And every time somebody get into it with her, that's the first thing they can say, because we've seen you on multiple shows. We've seen you after 2 years that we've been waiting on this show. And in that time span, we haven't seen you grow in any area. As far as the look, you're still giving 2 years ago, and I think that was more so the point. And not only that, like I said, out of all the OGs, she was the main one who still looked like what we've been seeing her 2 years ago. So I definitely think, it started getting to her. And Joyce did address all of y'all one by one. And I think with Joyce addressing them all one by one, she already felt like, she was an outcast, or she should have been on another level once the show came out. So once she got addressed, it was like, no, I'm already feeling how I'm feeling. You not finna address me and make me feel worse than that. And her being like, oh well, I don't want to be around that type of energy, that negative energy. Like, girl, anyways, you on out of TV. We're fiending off the negative energy. Like, just vibe. Like, I think it's more so you was feeling hit all day. Internal work needs to be done, and you was trying to take it out on Joyce. But Joyce is not the problem here. You are. And I'm gonna just add this in, and this is my personal opinion. Joyce's homegirls look a mess. I'm not gonna lie to you. Trini and the other one who don't have a confessional, especially one who don't have a confessional, is giving level 1 T girl as well. So the girls are on the bus, and I just think this is funny. Out of all the girls who definitely need to get work and work on themselves is Shyla. Shyla needs to work on a skin routine first. I definitely just feel like Shyla is definitely in the beginning stages of getting together, and it's okay. But once you come on a show like this, drag fulfilled. So she ends up saying something like Trini can't mess with her mug or something. I don't know what that means. I guess she's saying like her face card. Everybody got silent, and then Jelani said, anyways, Pookie was about to laugh, and then she had to just turn to Jelani real quick. I said, oh, okay. That must be a joke. Let me know. I ain't laughed, but the silence hit so hard that I was like, ooh, that wasn't the right thing to say, Shyla. So we get the beat. Welcome to the Dollhouse. Welcome to the Dollhouse. You know what I'm saying? They supposed to be out here voguing. So Savannah did it first. I don't feel like Savannah was giving full out. Like, baby, if you gonna vogue, full out for me. Thank you. Please. I need that full out. Full out. Full on A count. Thank you. Like, give it to me. Full out. Kenzie then comes. Now, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I'm not really educated in voguing, but I have seen voguing as far as like what Savannah did. When Kenzie got out there, I said, okay, Vogue with a remix of ballet, with a remix of sexy. I said, all right, I guess. We also get Trini. Welcome to the Dollhouse. And Trini said, okay, baby, I'm tired. I did my 8 count. Now leave me alone. I ain't finna do a 16. All right, leave me alone. So Trini ends up doing hers. YG then comes out and really give it to the girls. Really like, okay, 8, 16, 12, we can do whatever. Like, I'm in the Dollhouse. I'm up in here. I'm doing my thing. And usually I really never watch when they do the activities. But I ain't gonna lie, to an extent, again, this is the first Dollhouse T-Girl show where it's just a full cast of T-Girls. I do believe that the girls should have been more pumped to do this. Like, this is y'all's thing. This is y'all's. I think it's like more so the full community, I believe. But I'm saying, like, this is y'all time to really give. And again, it's just giving lackluster. It's giving like, just something to do real quick so they can film. Y'all should be going full out, full out. I just feel as though like it should be more excitement. So Joyce decides to get knocked off her pedestal. Security did, go and grab her, but her and Sway and security end up hitting the floor. I don't know who was that. I think that was Savannah, but I'm not sure who was that trying to get over there to Joyce. But then Joyce's homegirl, who don't got no confessional, tried to rock out for Joyce, like, ain't no jumping. Then they end up showing Trinity 2 times just standing there looking like, who did it, why, and don't do it again. And then you see Persuasion trying to get over there. It's like, this a hot mess. And I'm looking at the instructor. He over there in the corner like, I mean, as long as y'all don't break nothing, y'all can fight. But y'all gonna pay me more money if anything gets broke. Trinity then tries to fight Shyla, and they like, what up, what up? It's a lot of what up. I will say this, that blue wig on Barbie looks amazing. That's what I'm talking about, Barbie. Get into some new colors, girl. That blue wig on her looks absolutely great. I will say this, Joyce definitely did not win the fight. She did not take Swayana where she didn't want to go. If anything, Swayana did that to her. Now, Joyce is continuously calling out Barbie, and Barbie seems as though that she's ready to catch that fade, but production doesn't want her to catch the fade right now. They do say the next day after that, once Joyce is ready to fight everybody, Barbie like, okay, it is what it is. We can be cool, we can be homegirls. But Eliminations is here. Eliminations is here, and 4 girlies will be going to his house. Now, the four girlies that are up for elimination is Shyla, Persuasion, Swayana, and Pookie. Now, in my opinion, they're not gonna send them home. Obviously, they did that with Young and Reckless, and nobody got sent home. This who I think should be up for elimination is the girl Jayla, the one who was afraid to fight Persuasion, kept putting her head down or whatever. I think she needs to get it, wrap it up, and go, because she's not giving anything but background character. Kenzie should go. Jaylani did wake it up, but I do feel like Jaylani can go. London can go. Those are my people. If we had to pick, they could go. Now it seems as though in the next week's episode, Sydney comes. Like Sydney said, it wouldn't be a show without her. Hate to see her on TV, but gotta give her a props though. Hate to see her on TV. I hate to see Sydney coming. Hate it. But I will say this. Sydney is one of the originals. Her, Savannah, T.S. Madison. I definitely believe they are, a lot of the original T-girlies. So it's the only right to have her on the show. But that's all I got for y'all in this one. Y'all let me know what y'all think. I'm going to see y'all in the next one. Bye.